Hey church, what an incredible property we have here. Over 30 years ago, there was a whole bunch of people that sacrificed and gave their lives and their finances to create what we have today. Generations after generation has been spoken to because of their sacrifice. And now it's our opportunity to be able to bring our lives and our hearts and our finances to not just sow to our generation, but for generations to come. This year's Harvest Legacy, we'd love to invite you to be a part of changing next generations. Psalm 145 verse 4 says, "One generation shall declare the mighty works of God to another generation." In Harvest Legacy, we want to establish the next steps of where God's taken us as a church. Over the next 6 months, you're going to hear us sharing about what God's called us to be with personal mission, local mission, and overseas mission. And we're bringing our legacy offering this year to be able to make a difference in a bunch of areas in this. We want to see not just for this generation, but for next generations to come with kids' playgrounds and facilitating young families through to making a difference in overseas missions in Africa and Vanuatu. Can I encourage you to be a part of this as a church family that we can sow? It's not about equal giving, but equal sacrifice, that we bring our hearts together and we sow a seed to make a difference in the mission that God's called us to. Over the next couple of weeks, we'd love you to be able to pray and seek God and about an amount that you'd love to give on this Harvest Legacy so that you can bring your offering on the 28th of June and sow together with the rest of our church family in making a difference in our local mission and our overseas mission.
As part of Harvest Legacy, we're going to renovate our foyers. Currently, we walk into the back of the church, but this year we're going to renovate this area behind me that's once been offices and the kitchen and cafe, and we're going to turn this into a foyer. So you'll walk through big double doors here, you'll walk right for the auditorium, and you'll go left for the cafe. At our 45th birthday, we talked about doing an extension and doing brand new bathrooms. Well, with the rising cost of building supplies, we've actually decided a better investment will be to renovate our current bathrooms and reconfigure them to add a few more toilet cubicles in there. So you're going to see over the next couple of months a renovation to our current bathrooms. Plus, you may already notice, but our mother's room is overflowing. It is not big enough at all to cater for all these new babies and our under 2-year-olds. So as well as making the current mother's room a little bit bigger, we are going to add another mother's room on the other side of the auditorium. Right here, where you currently walk in, we're going to have another parents' room. So one side will be mother's room, the other side will be a parents' room.
Here at Harvest Point Church, we've got a long legacy of fellowship, eating meals together and sharing around the Word of God. As our church family grows, we're going to make room for expansion here with the cafe, seating area and outdoor area eating. We want it to not be disconnected, but connected all together in one. This is an investment in people, not necessarily just in infrastructure. It's about people connecting, being together around the Word of God. We're looking forward to seeing the stories that God is writing on the hearts of people at Harvest Point Church.
Isaiah and me here. I wanted to be the kids pastors here at Harvest Point Church. Hey, we believe that a great church has a great kids ministry, and that's what we're believing for. We believe there's more families and kids come to this region, into this church. We want to make room for that. And so we're super excited. Part of our Harvest Legacy is we want to expand and develop this playground and our kids' facilities. And so I would love to invite you to partner with us as we do that this year.
I'm Tracy, and we're about to enter into our Harvest Legacy Week, so I wanted to tell you a little bit about the work that we're doing in Africa. So Harvest Point Church has been supporting the work in Africa for some time, and Joel and I started it back in 2021. We started with a number of churches, local village churches across Malawi and Mozambique, and we saw a need with 10 children in a marketplace with nowhere to go, no family, orphans, street kids, and we took them in. And over the last 2 years, we've grown from 10 kids to 203 kids. So our church work continues on, but we've also now become an orphanage. And we bought land there, we've built a wall around the land, we've done some minor modifications, building the church, building a toilet block, and now we're about to embark on building a dormitory, the first of 2 dormitories to house our 203 kids. Joel and I, we may not have ever been to Africa, but we're changing lives there. So we invite you to sow into this work. We've begun the first dormitory. Walls are up. We need to put the roof on, and there's a lot of work still to be done. So we need your help, and we thank you that you can be changing lives just like we are. These children that we're raising up, they really are the next generation there in Africa. We're raising up doctors, we're raising up nurses, we're raising up evangelists and prophets and teachers. Who knows what the lives of these children hold, but we know that God's heart is for the nations. So we really do invite you to come and be part of it, sow into this work with us, and our reward we'll get in heaven, and just knowing the good work that we're doing here is actually changing lives. So thank you very much, Harvest Point Church, for all that you're doing.
When I was 18 years old, I did my first Vanuatu missions trip. And when I was there, I fell in love with it. They are beautiful people, and it is a beautiful nation on the doorstep of Australia. Can I encourage you to come and be a part of the vision of serving this nation? INC has 27 churches across the whole nation, and a lot of these churches have been destroyed through the cyclones and storms in the previous. We want to be a part of that answer and see God move powerfully in Vanuatu.
In August, we have a Vanuatu mission trip from the 24th of August till the 31st. We're also going to fill a 40-foot container with all goods like building materials, musical equipment, anything that they're going to need, to kitchen stuff, clothing, everything that I need. It is such a beautiful island and such beautiful people, so much mission work that we can do there and serve the Lord and bring God to them. So we're excited to partner with them and excited to see what God will do on the island.
So the churches have sent us lists of things that they need to reestablish to move forward with the churches. So we're aiming to raise the funds so that we can fill this 40-foot container with all those different things to take across to them. Over the last 18 months, as a church and the committee of management, we've been putting money aside so that we can do the renovations of the foyer area, the bathrooms, and the mothers and parents' room. What we're asking you to do is bring a seed in Harvest Legacy. Number one, in Africa, so that we can finish off the dormitories, put the roof on it, fit it out, put bunk beds in for these kids so they have a place to sleep where it's safe and secure. Number two, for the 40-foot container in Vanuatu, that we can fill it with all the things and the needs for the churches over there. And number three, that we can concrete and extend out this area out the back here and do some upgrades on the kids area. On the 28th of June, you might be able to just bring a once-off offering, but you can also make the commitment over the next 6 months. Church, it's not about equal giving, but equal sacrifice. Can I encourage you as a family that we can all sow a seed to making a difference in local mission and in overseas mission, that we in our lives can change others.
It's not just for now, it's for the future to come. It's for legacy of Harvest Point Church.